Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here and it's a beautiful day. It's got me thinking about spring and spring decor and changing up my house. How about you? Let's go inside and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Come on. So the really cool, super easy upgrade to spring trick you could start doing right now in your home that basically would only cost you a little bit of money if you don't already have the main ingredient. I don't know. If you don't already have what you need. And really, all you need is a screwdriver and some decorative paper, wallpaper, contact paper, shelf paper, wrapping paper, any kind of paper. And that's it. Oh, and a light switch cover. First, all you do is take it off the wall. Now I'm gonna go wash it with soap and water and dry it real good real fast, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's all clean now, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick my decorative paper for my craft room, what goes in my craft room or my office the best, and I'm probably gonna pick something out of this paper pad just because I kind of am crazy about flamingos. So I think I'm going to pick this paper. Alright, so I'm going to use the flamingos, but this paper goes a certain way. So make sure before you start that you cut your paper the way it should go, because my flamingos are going to look dumb if they're standing on their heads. So my paper's going the right way. I'm going to put my light switch cover on there, and I'm just going to cut around it. There is a little overlap on the sides. You can cover that, or you can cover just the top. It's up to you. I'm going to do the little overlap on the sides. Just remember, you don't want any to go inside the light switch cover where the electrical stuff is. And like I said, if you start to move or you're renting, this is so easy to change. I have done this before we moved here. I had this on several light switches. Had a bathroom that I decorated in nature, and I did some like trees, willow branches, paper, and it came out really good. Okay. Want to double check my direction, and then I'm just going to get my Mod Podge, and again you use Mod Podge so it will wipe off, and you just coat the outside of your light switch cover. When you get ready to move or you get tired of it and you want to change it to a different paper, you can definitely try to peel it off and sand it and put a different paper over it, or you can go spend 50 cents and buy a new light switch cover. That is totally up to you. Okay. So it's on there. I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes. I'm going to try to bring the sides down, and you just kind of, the sides, if your paper's stiff, are going to take a little bit more work. You might have to hold them while it dries, which is fine. You know, it's all good. I should have used some of my fast drying glues that I reviewed. I'll tag that video above. I gave you my feedback and on price, on how fast they dried. Actually, one of them worked on paper and fabric, which to me is just amazing. I also gave a hand squeezability value for the bottles, which I know most people don't care about. But if you have any type of arthritis, or you know anybody who does have arthritis and they like to craft, but maybe their crafting is limited because of their hands, or they don't use glue or whatever, check my video out because I talk about how the bottles are hard for my hands to use. I think that's not considered. I think companies really, in the crafting field, really need to start thinking about people who craft in their hands, because our hands are our main tool, and if our main tool doesn't work with their tools, you know, we can't change our hands. They need to change their tools. They need to upgrade their tools. And whether that's making a glue bottle easier to squeeze or something else, you know? Okay. So I think this sides are pretty well done. Now what I'm going to do is go along the edges here and cut off all the extra paper. Remember, you don't want any paper in the inside, just on the outside. Now see how nice that looks? And wait till you see it up, but I have to cut out the switch and the screw parts. So what I'm going to do is get my craft knife, and I'm going to kind of set it on my scissors so it's not on my desk while I cut. Okay, I have the screw holes poked, and you can see I have it trimmed. Nothing's going to be in with the wires. Now I'm going to put a coat of Mod Podge on the top. That way I can wipe it off every so often, because if anything, we've learned the value of wiping surfaces down, right? No? This is a great trick. You can do this for parties. You can do this for holidays. Like I said, spring, especially after our long cold winter. This will definitely make things perk up fast. Okay, now I'm just going to dry it real quick. Okay, and it's ready to put back up. So let's go. My screws that I left close to the plug. And there you go. Let's zoom in so you can see it better. Whoops, wrong way. And isn't it cool? And it adds something to a room. And when you see it in a dining room, and you could add bling, like I said, anything is going to make your room pop. And this is just like step one of spring awakening, spring, you know, redoing your room, you're redoing your house for spring. But this is an easy step, and while it's not quite spring yet, this will start to give you the vibes. And if nothing else, it'll make the room feel cleaner, new again. You'll be surprised how much just adding this little bit to a light switch can change your room. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this tip to kicking off spring cleaning, spring redoing our homes. I have a bunch of tips coming up for you this week, and they're all very simple. They're all low cost, but they will get your home and you feeling in a much brighter mood. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here, guys. Take care. Mwah.